Hi kids, hope you all are all doing well and have completed all your work given so far. So today we are going to continue with the chapter on fractions. We have learned quite a bit of things in fractions and now we shall move on to the next part, that is exercise 4D. Now in exercise 4D, we are going to learn how to add as well as how to subtract fractions. So let us begin with addition of fractions. Now in addition of fractions, there are two kinds of fractions that we will learn to add. The first kind is like fractions. Okay, I hope we all remember what are like fractions. Like fractions are fractions which have the same denominator. So I will show you first a few examples with like fractions. Let us take some examples and understand how to solve like fractions. Alright, I have three fractions over here, 13 upon 35, 2 upon 35 and 6 upon 35. All the three fractions have the denominator 35. That means they are like fractions. Now what is the method that we have to follow to add like fractions? Let us look here. When the fractions are like, that is when the denominators are same, we just have to add their numerators. The denominator remains as it is. So if we have 35 in the question, the answer will also have 35 as the denominator. Now let us add the numerators. 13 plus 2 will give me 15. 15 plus 6 will give me 21. So after I add the numerators, I got the total 21. The denominator does not change. It remains as it is. So it will be 35. We don't have to add the denominator. The question was having denominator 35. So the answer will also have denominator 35. So I got this answer 21 upon 35. Now after you'll get the final answer, after adding the fractions, always make sure to find out whether you can reduce the fraction further or no. Now if you look here children, we have 21 in the numerator and 35 in the denominator. You all can remember that in the 7 times table, both these numbers come. 7 3s is 21 and 7 5s is 35. So I can use the 7 times table to reduce this fraction. Both the numbers come in the 7 table. So I will make use of the 7 table. 7 3s are 21 and 7 5s are 35. So I have reduced the answer using the 7 table. So now the answer in the reduced form is 3 in the numerator, 5 in the denominator. So my final answer will be 3 upon 5. So always make sure whether your final answer can be reduced or no. Let's take another example. Okay, here I have taken another example of like fractions. But this example is slightly different because here I have one fraction but the other is a mixed number. Now whenever you have mixed numbers in the question, remember that first you have to convert the mixed number into a fraction. So how do you convert a mixed number into the fraction? I have already taught you all how to follow this method. So 5 will multiply it by 2, that will be 10 plus 1, so that will be 11. So this mixed number when converted into a fraction will give us 11 upon 5. Okay, so the mixed number is now converted to a fraction. This is already in the fraction form, so you don't have to worry, leave it as it is. So now the question becomes 11 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5. They are like fractions, so I just have to add their numerators upon the same denominator 5. 11 plus 3 is equal to 14. Denominator remains as it is, that is 5. So my final answer is 14 upon 5. Now do you feel 14 and 5 can be reduced? No, it cannot be reduced because 14 and 5 do not come together in any table. But now here look at the answer carefully. Your answer has a big numerator and a small denominator. That means your final answer is an improper fraction. Now, usually we don't leave answers in the improper fraction form. What we do is, in case we get an answer which is in the improper fraction form, we always convert it to a mixed number. So what I will do with this answer, I will convert it to a mixed number. Do you all remember how to convert improper fractions to mixed numbers? Yes, by dividing. I had told you all the numerator always goes inside. N for numerator, N is then the word inside, divided by the denominator. So 5 will be outside. Please children, once more I am telling you, the numerator has to be inside. Now let us divide and see what we get. 5 2s are 10. So after dividing, I got 2 as the quotient, 4 as the remainder, and the denominator will not be changed in my answer. So my final answer will be 2, which is the quotient, becomes the whole number. 4, which is the remainder, will become the numerator, and the 5 remains as it is in the denominator. So 14 upon 5, which was an improper fraction, I have now converted it to a mixed number, 2 4 upon 5. So remember 2 things children in your final answer. If you can reduce, always try to reduce your final answer. Secondly, if your final answer is an improper fraction, always convert it to a mixed number. Okay, so you all have understood how to solve like fractions. Now I will show you all one example of addition with unlike fractions. So our next type will be with unlike fractions. I hope you remember what are unlike fractions. They are fractions where the denominator is not the same. Let us take an example here. I have 5 upon 12 plus 9 upon 16 plus 17 upon 24. So the denominators are all different. They are unlike fractions. Now what do you do when the fractions are unlike? Now you cannot add them directly as we did in the like fractions. Here you have to first make the unlike fractions into like fractions. I hope you remember how to make unlike fractions like. Yes, by finding the LCM of the denominators. So I will take all the 3 denominators in the rough column and find their LCM. Remember, we make use of only prime numbers while finding the LCM. Numbers which are prime are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, etc. I have told you all it is always good to begin with the smallest prime number. So I will start with prime number 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6, 16 divided by 2 is 8, and 24 divided by 2 is 12. Once more I will make use of prime number 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 6s are 12. I can still use prime number 2. 3, 1, 3. Okay, now I am done with prime number 2. I can no longer use prime number 2 because there is no number which can be divided by 2 anymore. So I will go to the next prime number, that is number 3. 3 1s are 3, 1, 1. So the numbers have been factorized and this is going to give me the LCM. So LCM will be equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 3s are 48. If you don't know the tables, you can always work it out somewhere on the rough column. Like if you don't know what is 16 multiplied by 3, please keep a rough page handy with you so that you can do all these small calculations. So 16 3s are is 48. Now I have got the LCM as 48. Now all the denominators have to be converted to 48. Let's begin with the first fraction. 5 upon 12. 12 multiplied by what will give me 48? 12 4s are. So 12 multiplied by 4, same thing you'll do in the numerator. So this fraction becomes 5 4s are 20, 12 4s are 48. Let's take the second one, 9 upon 16. 16 multiplied by what will give me 48? Again children, I'm telling you all, if you all don't know which number to use for multiplication, you can always divide 48 by 16 to find out which number multiplied by 16 will give you 48. So in case you don't know the 16 times table, you can always take a rough paper, work out 48 divided by 16 and find out which number you will get. So 16 threes is 48. Same thing you'll do in the numerator, 9 threes are. So this fraction will change to 27 upon 48. And then we have the last one, that is 17 upon 24. 24 multiplied by what will give me 48? It's 24 twos are. So 17 also should be multiplied by 2. So this becomes 34 upon 48. Now the three unlike fractions, I have got the like fraction for all the three unlike fractions. Now once my fraction becomes like, I can add it up. So I have to add up 20 upon 48 plus 27 upon 48 plus 34 upon 48. Okay, so these unlike are now become like. So now what I have to do is add all their numerators. Denominator remains as it is, that is 48. So let's add 20, 27 and 34. I'll get a total of 81. So this becomes 81 upon 48. Now, you have got the answer 81 upon 48. Now my next question is my answer in the simplest form or can I reduce it further? Of course, 81 and 48 are big numbers. You all might find it difficult to reduce it directly. Now in that case, children, I have already shown you all what to do when you have to reduce bigger numbers. You can take 81 and 48 separately and factorize it. Alright, now 81 is an odd number. It will not come in the 2 times table. I have told you all only even numbers can be divided by 2. 81 is odd, so you cannot use the 2 time table to divide it. The next prime number is prime number 3. I had told you all a simple rule how to find out whether a number can be divided by 3. And that is by adding up the digits and finding out whether the total comes in the 3 table. Now here I have digit 8 and digit 1. If I add 8 and 1, I will get a total of 9. Does 9 come in the 3 times table? Yes, it does come in the 3 times table. So 81 will be divided by 3. So I will make use of 81 divided by 3. 8, what is closest to 8 in the 3 times table? It is 3 2s are 6. 2 is extra, I will put it here. 3 2s are 6, but the number is 8. 7, 8. The 2 which is extra goes to the neighboring digit. The neighboring digit now became 21. So it is 3 7s are 21. Again children, if you will find it difficult to divide directly, once again I am telling you, keep a rough page handy. Do the division on the rough page. So 81 divided by 3 is 27. 27 again is not an even number, it's an odd number. And if you check, it does go in the 3 times table. 3 9s are 27. 3 3s are 9. 3 1s are 3. So 81 is factorized. Let's factorize 48. 48 is an even number. So I'm going to make use of the 2 times table. 2. 48 divided by 2. What is 48 divided by 2? I will directly do it. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 2 2s are 4 and 2 4s are 8. Again 24 is an even number. I'll make use of 2 table. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 6s are 12. 2 3s are 6. 3 1s are 3. Now let us see if we can cancel anything. Yes, there is a 3 common. So I'll get rid of this 3 and I'll get rid of this 3. So what are we left with? In the numerator, I have 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So it is 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. So the numerator is now going to become 27 after reducing Denominator will be 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. Denominator will be 16. So the fraction 81 upon 48, using this method of factorization, I have reduced. After reducing, it has become 27 upon 16. Now, the answer that I have got, I have managed to reduce it. But you can look here, it is in the improper fraction form. That means its numerator is big and its denominator is small. Now, what had I told you all? If your final answer is improper, we don't leave it as an improper fraction. We convert it to a mixed number. So, let us convert 27 upon 16 into a mixed number. 16 ones are closest to 27, that is 16 ones are 16, and I will get a remainder of 11. So as a mixed number, it will be 1 will be the whole number, 11 which is the remainder will be the numerator, and the denominator remains as it is. So 27 upon 16 is equal to 111 upon 16. Now children, remember, these are little lengthy sums. Please do it patiently and step by step. Once again, I am telling you, keep a rough paper in hand so that you can do all these calculations. If you are finding any tables, any division difficult, work it out on the rough column. Or work it out either in the rough column, or else if the rough column is filled up, keep a paper handy so that you can do the division, multiplication over there. So I hope addition of unlike fractions is also clear to you all. Okay, I hope addition of fractions was clear. Now we'll just solve a few examples with subtraction of fractions. The method is same, but I will still solve a few examples with you all. Let us take a few examples first with like fractions. Here I have to subtract two like fractions. 7 upon 20 minus 3 upon 20. You all can look that they both have the denominator 20, they are like. So what do you do? Just subtract their numerators. The denominator remains as it is. So 7 minus 3 upon 20. 7 minus 3 is 4. So it will be 4 upon 20. The final answer can be reduced. It's a simple reduction using the 4 times table. 4 ones are 4, 4 5s are 20. So in the reduced form, your final answer will be 1 upon 5. Now let us take an example. Here we have subtraction of fractions with different denominators. Unlike fractions have to be subtracted. Now if you can see here, the question has mixed numbers. What I had told you about mixed numbers, whenever there are mixed numbers in the question, they first have to be converted to a fraction form. So I will convert these mixed numbers into fractions. 6 multiplied by 7 is 42 plus 1, 43. You all can even show the working. 6 multiplied by 7 plus 1, denominator does not change, minus 9 multiplied by 4 plus 5 upon 9. So this will become 43 upon 6 and this will become 41 upon 9. Now they are unlike, they are having different denominators. So what will you do? Find the LCM of their denominators so that I can make the unlike fractions like. I'll make use of the 2 times table. 2 3s are 6, 9 will come down as it is. Then I'll make use of 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, and once more I'll make use of 3. LCM is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18. LCM is 18. Now the next step is to make both the denominators 18. 6 multiplied by 3 will give me 18. So 43 also has to be multiplied by 3. This will become 129 upon 18. Let us make this also into a like fraction. So 9 multiplied by 2 will give me 18. Same thing I'll multiply in the numerator. So this will become 82 upon 18. Okay, so my unlike fractions are now made like. I have 129 upon 18 and 82 upon 18. So now I will subtract these two like fractions. Just subtract their numerators upon the same denominator. So let's see what is 129 minus 82. I got 47 upon 18. Okay, now the answer. Now the next thing is, let us try whether we can reduce it. Now 47 is a prime number. It does not go with any other table. I hope you all have seen the chart which I told you all to check in the textbook, where all the prime numbers from 1 to 100 were given. If you all have checked it out, you all will realize that 47 is a prime number. It is not visible in any table. It only comes in its own table. And therefore we know, since 47 is a prime number, we cannot reduce this any further. It is in the simplest form already. But it's an improper fraction. The numerator is big and the denominator is small. So what do we do when it's an improper fraction? We have to convert it to a mixed number. So 47 inside, 18 out. 18 2s are 36 is closest to 47. I will get a remainder of 11. So how will you write this as a mixed number? 2 is the whole number. 11 is the numerator. The denominator remains as it is. So 47 upon 18 is written in the mixed number form, 2 11 upon 18. So that is your final answer. Now children, there is one more kind of sum which you all will come across when you all are solving exercise 4D. That is something like this. Now look here. One of the number is just a whole number and the other one is a fraction. Now what will you do in such situations? So when you have something like this, you have to make this number into a fraction. And how do you make any whole number into a fraction? It is just a very simple rule. You have to divide it by 1 or put it upon 1. Now when I say 2 upon 1, actually the value does not change. The value is 2 only. But just to get it into the fraction form, I will put it upon 1. So whenever there is a whole number, you may have to make it into a fraction by putting 1 in its denominator. So the whole number 2 is now made into a fraction, 2 upon 1. Now remember children, the value does not change. The number 2 and the fraction 2 upon 1 actually has the same value. Now what do? They are unlike fractions. One of them is having denominator 1, the other one is having denominator 4. So let us find the LCM of the denominators. 1 and 4. I'll make use of the 2 times table. So LCM comes to 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4. Next step, make both the fractions like. So I will take the first fraction, 2 upon 1, and I have to make the denominator 4. So 1 will be multiplied by 4. So same thing in the numerator as well. 2 4s are 8. Okay, please remember children, don't do any reducing here. We are not done with the sum. Reducing is only done with the final answer. So I have got 8 upon 4. This is already upon 4. So I don't have to make any changes in the second fraction because the denominator is already 4. So I have to subtract 8 upon 4 and 3 upon 4. So just subtract the numerators. The denominator remains as it is. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5 upon 4. Answer is improper. Numerator is big. So convert it to a mixed number. 4 ones are 4. Remainder 1. So the whole number is 1. The numerator also is 1. The denominator does not change. It remains 4 only. So 5 upon 4 in the mixed number form is 1 upon 4. So once again I am telling your children, in the question if you have mixed numbers, First, convert them to fractions as I've shown you all. In the question, if you all have whole numbers like this, which do not have a denominator, put 1 in the denominator. When any whole number, you put 1 in the denominator, the value remains the same and your whole number is also made in the fraction form. So please remember these two rules and follow them step by step to get the correct answer. Once again, your final answer, try to reduce it. If you can reduce it directly, very good. If the number is big, you feel you cannot reduce it, please do the factorization method as I've shown you. Factorize the numerator, factorize the denominator, cancel whatever you can, whatever is left will be your answer. If your final answer is improper, remember to convert it to a mixed number. Solve the sums patiently. They are slightly lengthy sums. Take your time and very important, do it neatly. If you'll maintain neatness, if you'll follow step by step the instructions, you will not find any difficulty. Okay, do it slowly. Keep a rough paper close by to you when you all are solving the sums so that all the rough work can be done over there. Thank you very much, children. You all have to solve exercise 4D, question 1 to question 8 looking at this video. Thank you.